Carlson invited a comedian named Jim Brewer on his program to discuss the endless debate regarding coronavirus vaccines. It got a little off the rails. We've got lots to show you, so let's start with the first video.
I got a lot of feedback from a couple venues that I was playing, and my fans were really upset. They said, you know, I'm not comfortable with getting a COVID shot, and now they're saying I can't come see you perform unless I do that. And I looked into it, and that's the last thing you should be doing, is going, hey, you want to come see the, you know, like feeding the seal the fish. Hey, you want to come see a concert? Or you want to here catch the fit. Why would you do that? Why would you? I don't want any of my fans forced to come laugh, and they got to get a shot in them.
Is he like referring to his fans as seals? Like, is he like? It seems like he's mocking his fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know this dude. I think he did Goat Boy on SNL. So I think he mainly does animal sounds for a living.
Oh, that's
so that's
cool.
The right wing's idea of like a top shelf comedian. So he had to go to an animal sound for some reason. It doesn't really quite make sense. And he seems genuinely flummoxed. So like, why are they doing this, man? Just because we're gonna all get in a room and we're gonna laugh, theoretically, and we're gonna be all next to each other without masks and vaccines. It seems like that would be the perfect place to catch coronavirus. So I don't know why they're doing this.
No.
And then Tucker Carlson's like this. He does the Tucker Carlson look, and he goes, exactly.
That was actually my favorite moment because he did the exactly after he did the seal sounds, and I feel like it was this like almost like a instinctual react, like it looked like he was uncomfortable and just said exactly like
reflexively, yeah.
Yeah, can we actually watch that again? Because like pay close attention to Tucker Carlson. He actually looks visibly uncomfortable.
I got a lot of feedback from a couple venues that I was playing, and my fans were really upset. They said, you know, I'm not comfortable with getting a COVID shot, and now they're saying I can't come see you perform unless I do that. And I looked into it, and that's the last thing you should be doing, is going, hey, you want to come see the, you know, like feeding the seal the fish. Hey, you want to come see a concert? Or you want to here catch the fit. Why would you do that? Why would you? I don't want. You want to come see a concert? Or you want to here catch the fit. You want to come see a concert? Or you want to here catch the fit. Why would you do that? Why would you? I don't want any of my fans.
Okay, Tucker's amazing because how does he hold that pose for that long? That's the other thing. Like that. But he does accurately represent the rest of us in that context. It was like,
yeah.
And the comedian dude, what's with his head? Let me tell you something, okay?
No, he's fidgety. He seems like a fidgety guy.
And then they say, come here. Yeah. Anyway, we got more clips.
We do. I know. Like that was the tip of the iceberg. So, you know, then they get into this back and forth about how much they want to be part of the oppression Olympics, while claiming that they, you know, conservatives do not like the oppression Olympics. But wouldn't you know, the people who are actually the most harmed in this country are those who refuse to get vaccinated during a global pandemic. Let's watch.
There's a new narrative. And the new narrative is the unvaccinated are the beast. Kill the beast. This program goes on forever. Kill the beast. The beast is the unvaccinated. Kill them. And when our leader put that out there and pointed the finger like we're the demons, I'm not vaccinated. I had COVID. You're not going to tell me about my body. I know my body. I know my morals. I know my faith. You don't come telling me and threaten me and everyone else as if we're the demons.
Exactly.
Now I'm worried I'm going to start watching Tucker's show just to hear him say exactly at the most absurd times. Look, guys, now the sad part of the story is like, I watched this clip and I thought, you know, we say sometimes, oh, that's idiotic and stuff. It's an easy thing to say. But that guy's genuinely unintelligent, and it feels awkward saying it, but he just literally doesn't understand anything. He's like, so now we're the ones spreading disease, and they say we're the bad guys.
Yeah, well, look.
That's why it's not that hard to understand, and so you could at least say, hey, I get where they're coming from. They're worried about a contagious disease, but I have my freedoms, but he just seems to genuinely like, they say, oh, kill the beast, and then Tucker goes, exactly. When did they say that?
No, it's no one. I mean, that is absurd. No one's talked about like physically harming unvaccinated people. In fact, the whole point of encouraging people to get vaccinated is so they don't end up hospitalized or dying from the vaccine, right? And look, I don't know anything about this comedian, and this sounds insulting, but I don't mean it to be. Like, I actually have lower standards for people who aren't politicians and who aren't members of the media. And the reason why is because, to be fair, there's a ton of disinformation out there about the vaccine, right? So he's a comedian, right? It's not his job like to do all the medical research and all the research necessary to decipher what's right and what's wrong, right? You're supposed to have responsible media coverage, and unfortunately that's not what we've had in this country because COVID has turned into a culture war issue, which, as you can see, Tucker Carlson has really capitalized on, and it's unfortunate. With that said though, like the thing that's been kind of frustrating as I've made the awful decision to interact with anti-vaccine people on Twitter is that they keep going back to this talking point about like, oh yeah, well the vaccine's ineffective because when you're vaccinated, you can still get sick with COVID. And it's like, no, okay, it's true, breakthrough infections do in fact happen. We can acknowledge that. But if you get a breakthrough infection, you are far less likely to be hospitalized or far less likely to die from coronavirus. So when you have mask mandates, even today, it's because you want to ensure that if the people who are vaccinated end up getting a breakthrough infection, they're not transmitting the virus to people who are unvaccinated, who have a higher likelihood of getting hospitalized and dying. And he talks about how, we're not the bad guys, like they keep making us out to be the bad guys. I get that you don't want to be judged, but I wonder if he's aware of the fact that hospitals are at capacity and are literally rejecting people who are trying to come, like who have their own medical emergencies, not COVID related, and can't get the care they need because there aren't any hospital beds available.
So the guy who is aware, of course, is Tucker.
He is aware of that.
Yeah, and he doesn't care at all. And so, look, the reason I say the guy is just not that bright is he's like, look, man, I didn't take the vaccine and I got COVID. Help me understand how that proves your point. It doesn't really prove your point. Then he goes to, well, look, I didn't die is presumably where he's getting.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to say.
And he's like, I know my own body. But he doesn't grasp that that's anecdotal. And he doesn't grasp that, yes, most people don't die, but an alarming percentage of people do die. And that's why we've had over 650,000 dead. Yes, congratulations, you're not one of them. I'm happy you're not one of them. But that doesn't prove that COVID doesn't kill people or that you don't need the vaccine.
Right.
Later in the interview, he talked about, I know the breakthrough cases. I know guys who were vaccinated and got COVID anyway. And did they survive? Yes, they did. Now, again, that's still anecdotal, even though it's on our side. So you look at the numbers and you see that unvaccinated people die at 11 times the rate of the vaccinated.
Right.
So that's a fact, but he wants people to come to his comedy show and he doesn't want to be vaccinated. So he just goes and pushes this agenda out there because it's me. They're super selfish.
That's American
and if you call them out on it, they cry and cry and cry.
But that is American culture, right? Individualism. So like it's really difficult to get people to think about how this is a public safety, public health issue. Meaning that it's about the community, it's about the country, it's about everyone living in it. It's not about the individual, it's about coming together to ensure that as few people die as possible, right? I mean, we have failed significantly on that effort. But don't worry, because Brewer actually does have a plan for avoiding COVID. Let's hear what it is.
I have 2 close friends right now, fully vaccinated, and they got COVID.
Yeah.
And they're both sick. So this is not about safety, because if it was, just like you said and I said in my video, eat more fruit, take care of your body, go to the gym. I've been saying that forever.
That's right, everybody. If you eat more kumquats, you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about COVID. Just eat more.
But they do. They genuinely believe it. They think, well, since I survived and I eat a lot of fruit, if you go to the fruit and you work out, those 650,000 people wouldn't have died. It's not how it works. Everybody has different bodies, and you could actually, in some cases, be in great shape and still die anyway. But nope, he doesn't get it, and he's never gonna get it, and all he's gonna be is selfish, 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 and Tucker Carlson is gonna go exactly. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.